Winwing's Christmas sale starts December 21st. Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well and I hope you're ready for possibly the best fight we've ever done. We're in our naval battle series, Idea 49. Iranian gunboat and drone and silkworm attack against, well, presumably a US carrier group. We've got a link here. Iran releases video of their soldiers seizing an oil tanker and training machine guns on 2 US destroyers that came to the scene but didn't intervene. Another US warship is swarmed by Iranian drones. So this is the kind of thing that's going on now in the Strait of Hormuz. So let's go and have a look at this video. Okay, SH-60. Writing I can't read. That is an Iranian gunboat. That is, I'm guessing, drone reconnaissance. That is the oil tanker the Iranians have seized. Why have they seized it? Don't know. That is an Iranian gunboat, or corvette maybe. So that is a US destroyer that's come to the seizing of this guy here. The Iranians have seized. That is an Iranian gunboat, an Iranian corvette, and an Iranian gunboat. And you can see them there. There's the corvette, although it looks like a catamaran or something. I can't quite tell. It's corvette size. I should hold the camera still. So this is the catamaran corvette type thing, and on it is a gun. Now here's the bad idea. There's a Iranian soldier or sailor with a dushka aimed at a US destroyer with a massive 127mm gun on and VLS. I mean, that's crazy posturing from the Iranians, RC, to have them just pointing machine guns at this massive destroyer. But okay.
Yes.
You would agree it's a little bit silly. They're on their corvette here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Literally pointing at the bridge of the destroyer. And the destroyer's just sitting there.
Be suicidal.
Annoyingly, I can't pause it. When I pause it, it goes back in. It's really annoying. But you saw there 3 gunboats. Arleigh Burke there, or whatever it is, the American, right next to it. The Iranian corvette. And then you've got the tanker that they're seizing. And the Americans aren't doing anything. They're just kind of being there, kind of, you know, whatever. Also, these guys have got little rocket launchers on their boat. Look at that. That's interesting. And they're just going on the merry way. There's another destroyer, an American destroyer. And this has been going on RC since the 70s. Or maybe even before. I really don't know. But at least since the 70s. And it never really stopped. It's, you know, the bloodshed's kind of come and gone. But at the moment, they're still blowing oil tankers up. The Iranians are.
Yeah,
crazy.
They're trying to.
I love it how they send these little speedboats out. Again, that's something they've always done. And they are worryingly effective as well. And I can see the thrusters on the destroyer here manoeuvring. It's going to probably chase this oil tanker who's now on the Oscar Mike. The question now, has that oil tanker escaped? Has it been taken? Who knows? And they're capturing the comms and stuff. I'm watching it. Yeah, I mean, you've got new technology now, but essentially nothing's actually really changed here for 50 years. Look at that, 3 bog hammers or speedboats just swarming that guy there. I couldn't see any of the drones. Drones are very small, obviously, like very small drones, but we couldn't see that. So that's really interesting. So, of course, we've got to go make that and we've got to go up it. Which brings us to this video that we did here several months ago. This is what if 100 Iranian gunboats, similar to what we saw, speedboats with dushkas on them and maybe some explosives, or maybe some ground-to-air munitions, attack a carrier group. And they did really well. However, it's a bit of a moot video now because since I've been making this video, that's video 12. We're on now, probably, I'm guessing about 60 or something. I'll be naming this video. Many months have happened and I've learned a lot about naval doctrine from you guys, from actual naval guys. So the first videos are really kind of moot. Now we're learning how to use our naval tactics properly. So we're redoing the Iranian bog hammer attack and we're upping the ante. Probably best if I start with the Iranians. It's going to be a full-on attack where the US carrier group is coming through the Strait of Hormuz. Again, it's going to attack on the Strait of Hormuz because this is the easiest choke point to attack a carrier group. It has to come through here. It has to go through the middle where the deepest water is because this is notoriously shallow water. It doesn't have a great deal of room for maneuvering. And it's going to make the attack here. It's not going to use any major vessels. It does have corvettes, and I think the Iranians have frigates as well, but they're going to use just a small attack for this because of new technology, as we're going to look at. So we'll start with the bog hammers. In real life, Iran still has about 3,000 bog hammers. I call them bog hammers. They're not all bog hammers. Bog hammer is one particular type that was prevalent. Gunboats, speedboats, whatever you want. I'm just going to call them bog hammers. 100 of them here. I've just organised them in flotillas of 10. Just easier to do that. And they're going to charge at full speed. Full speed is 58 knots, 65 miles an hour. Apparently, you can get up to 80 miles an hour in some of these boats. That's just what you guys have told me. But 60 knots is plenty. They've got one job and one job only. This is a full-on attack, by the way. They're not holding any punches. They want to blow the carrier group up. They're going to charge at the carrier, and the carrier is going to maneuver like it would in real life, and they're going to chase it down and try and blow it up. They are equipped with dushkas. They do not have ground-to-air missiles, igloos or anything, because we don't have that in-game. Some of them, 1 in 10, also has explosives on board. And if we look at the USS Cole incident, this is real. You do get these kamikaze bog hammers. They plant themselves up against the hull of a vessel and they'll blow it up. This has happened in real life. So if 1 in 10 gets close to the carrier, goodbye carrier. Then, to supplement that, they've got silkworm sights. They've actually got more complex missiles than these old 60 silkworms, but this is all we've got in game, so we're going to use the silkworms. We've got a massive array, unrealistic how we've set it out, but it just helps me. It's just easier for me to set it out like this. 50 silkworms. If you don't know what that is, it's an old 60s. It doesn't actually show the missiles. A big missile. Russian, taken by China, taken by Iran, other countries, anti-ship subsonic missile. And they'll be firing those as quickly as they can. The radars are up on a hill as they would be in real life. And they'll fire at whatever they can fire at, whatever ships they can see via line of sight and whatnot. That's all going to happen at the same time, 50 of them. And finally, bring in the new technology 2021, a drone swarm. And this is a real thing that's happening in the world. China, America, both have drone swarms now. Maybe Iran do. I struggle to keep up now. You've got a launcher. It's just a fake launcher. We don't have the actual launchers. I've just put an MLRS in there to look a bit like a launcher. Out of that is coming 50. A drone swarm usually is, I think, 100 plus. But again, we're keeping it to within the realms of what we can model without crashing the server. And these are drones. Ignore the paint job on them. We've taken it from the Gripen guys. Thank you very much for giving that to us. They are just flying drones. They are going to fly and they're going to swarm. The whole effectiveness of a drone swarm is the swarm. If you've got 50 guys here all flowing together on purpose and wiggling inside and out of each other and stuff like that, it becomes almost impossible for a radar to track this. They just become mush on a radar, and that is a real problem. As we found out, if you want to go and see our better drone attack video, I'll try and remember to link it in the video description, and they are genuinely effective. They travel at 60 knots. As you can see, I've got them 60 knots there, as they do in real life. They go for about an hour on battery power. They carry, I forgot now, 6 kilos. I've modelled them as 6 kilos of high explosive in the nose, which is not a lot, but you put enough of them on the deck and you kill everyone on the deck. Goodbye carrier effectiveness, as we proved in the drone video. So that's all there. That's all going to be modelled. Radar cross sections, everything's going to be modelled as best we can, as best as the information that we've got. They're not stealth or anything. They're cheap, usable drones. So that's the Iranians. Next, the Americans are transiting through the bit of the Strait of Hormuz that they can go due to their draft. They are in a full battle spec of 6 escort vessels, 1 Nimitz-class carrier, no support vessels because I just don't see the point of modelling them, no submarines because I can't model them. Nimitz in the middle. Nimitz is going to head to flank speed as it would in a real attack. It's going to turn a corner. I have to plot all their movements beforehand, so I have to look ahead about half an hour. He's going to get to here after a couple of minutes, realise he's being attacked. What's the first thing they do? The mothership turns around and runs away. So hits that, flank speed, and he runs away to here. Once I get to here, it's the end of the simulation, basically. If he gets to that point, then we'll say he survived. The escort is 4 Arleigh Burkes. They are going to get to the same point when they realise they're being attacked. They're going to turn to the hostiles, hit flank speed. They're going to get to this point here. With the timing, that is the point at which they merge with the bog hammers. At that point, if the bog hammers survive, they may or may not, then my Arleigh Burke is going to turn around and chase the bog hammers, which are then past them and on the way to the carrier, if that makes sense. So they're going this way to make a picket line, and then they are going to chase the bog hammers if they've got through. Tychos are going to be here. They're going to do the same. If I'm going to have a slight change of doctrine here, they're just going to go to there, and then they're going to turn around. I think they're going to do something slightly different because they don't want to leave the mothership too far behind. So these guys are going to do a half picket line. They're going to turn that way, put some missiles out, then they're going to turn around and protect the mothership to make sure that these gunboats can't get beyond them. The mothership does have her own defences. She has ESSM and she has RIM 66 as well. AEW is AWACS up here in E2D. For the fighter air wing is 34 F/A-18Cs pretending to be Super Hornets. In terms of the capabilities that we've got in DCS and what we care about today, the difference between a Hornet and a Super Hornet is going to be almost negligible anyway. They're going to carry pretty much the same weapons and stuff. First of all, we've got up here are the air-to-air guys, which are just patrolling, ready to intercept any Iranian fighters, fully equipped with Murder Hornet style million AMRAAMs and AIM-9X Block 1s and blah, 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 blah. Today, starting in the air is going to be RC. Say hello, RC.
Hello.
We'll talk about your tactics in a bit. I've given him a spare one in case maybe I need to jump in to help. We'll see what happens. So there's a pair up there. Then there's the AI, all set to max skill. There is 32, I think, of these FA-18Cs, pretend to be Super Hornet Es. I've had a play at what is the most effective weapon for them to use. Now, bearing in mind, they do not have CBU-97/105s, which is the type of intelligent submunition cluster bomb that we use in the other test against the bog hammers, which is incredibly effective. I will try and link that video if I don't forget as well. So we've had a play, and we found the most effective thing for them to use against these bog hammers, these guys are going to go for the bog hammers, is 4 times AGM-65F. It is, I think, a large warhead Maverick AGM-65. They're guided weapons for taking out little ships. It's literally what they are. We found it's just an excellent weapon for doing this. 32 times 4 is 128, I think. So more than they need. They're going to scramble, take off, and do that. So there's a massive dynamic. Although it's a relatively small fight, it's incredibly complex dynamically. The amount of things that could happen, like what are these guys going to use their SM2s for? Surface to surface? Are they going to shoot down the missiles? Are they going to shoot down the drones? Who's going to be making the decisions? And stuff like that in the AI. What's the most efficient way of using them? They have finite missiles. What's the most efficient way of using those SM2s and so on? Are the RIMs going to be used? Are the ESSMs going to be used at which point? How effective are the Super Hornets going to be? How effective is RC going to be? Which leads me to RC. RC,
Yes.
I don't want you to attack the break bog hammers because I think the air wing of AI can take them on pretty easily. I think you should either go for the drones up to the north or the silkworms, which are actually coming for the northeast. You'll have your F10 map so you can see everything to make decisions. Either shoot down silkworms with your guns and you can shoot them with all of your missiles. It's pretty easy. Lock them up like a fighter and just fire. Or you can go for the drones, which will be like little 6 feet across. They're tiny, but you can lock them and you can shoot at them. I'm going to leave that for you to make your decision depending on how the battle plays out. As you know, until we get in multiplayer and actually do this, it could go either of 2 ways. Weather is not inclement, because it never is here as far as I can see. And that's it. In terms of predictions, RC, how do you think the carrier group is going to survive against a combined attack of 50 drones, 100 bog hammers and 50 silkworms?
I think they'll be fine.
I actually think they'll be fine as well. Now we've employed proper tactics, where they don't just sit there and be dumb. I think they'll be pretty good as well. But you never know. Right, valued viewers, make your predictions, please, and we're going to model it. Okay, while we're waiting for RC to log in, we can have a quick look round while it's paused. The reason for that is I get the feeling this is going to be quick. You know, it's going to be mad as happens. And that's the whole idea of this attack. It's meant to be overwhelming saturation. So we'll first have a look at the drones, if I can. 50 of these little bad boys. Zip, 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 zip. Like I said, the whole idea is to swarm. You swarm enough, you confuse the radars, you cause all kinds of problems because stuff isn't really designed to shoot these down, or not in-game at least. Maybe you've got real systems in real life that are really designed to shoot these things down now. But as you saw from the previous drone video, it's hard shooting that lot down. Problems. It confuses the Phalanx radars, it confuses the SM2 radars. You got that? The Boghammer fleet's here. 100 of these little suckers. You've got a Dushka in there, and an AK-47, and we're going to pretend some explosives as well. People keep asking, do these ever run out of ammo? Yes, they do, but they do have lots of ammo modeled, so you probably won't see the end of that ammo. Then we have the Silkworms. Like I said, completely unrealistically set out, but it's just quicker for me to do this. 50 Silkworms all ready to fire. Their radars, mother radars are up there. In fact, I can see them. Hello, radars. We'll pretend that they're all hidden in these houses and stuff and netted up and everything. Look at our guys here. We've got Mother. She starts with her 16 or so here and another 16 in the belly, ready to come out. They will scramble as fast as they can. RC, are you ready?
Yeah.
Off you go. Well, the server has not crashed. That's the good thing. Drone swarm. Look at that. That is worrying, right? Look at drone swarm. They swarm and they wiggle and they turn and they make, you know, oh, SM2s are out already. Oh, holy cow. Right. Oh, Jesus, this happened quick. Told you it happened quick. Okay. It's happened quicker than I can even talk about, but multiple SM2s are out, and they're flying past. Now look at these SM2s. These are incredibly good weapons, but they're struggling to track. Oh, multiple! Look at that! About 20, 30 just destroyed. They've changed the coding to track them better since I did the last video. They're getting tracked much easier now. Wow, look at this. Isn't that funny? I love it how that happens. If you find a weakness, it's like real combat. If you find a weakness in the game or the sim, they go back and recode it based on that and take away the weakness, which is exactly what happens in real life, and that's the whole point. That's the whole point of wargaming. You find out where your country is bad at doing things, and you change stuff. And look, drone swarms are now being absolutely destroyed. That is interesting, RC. Almost, the drones are almost done. There's probably not enough. Wow, there's probably not enough kilos of warhead to really do any damage now. Now that is a surprise. Like I said, clearly they've changed the game massively, or the sim massively, to now destroy them because they weren't tracking last time. So that's really first interesting thing. They're firing at a thing. Oh, sticks are out. Sticks are out. When did that happen? What do I even look at? Loads of sticks out. Again, this is all about getting as much Iranian stuff in the air as possible. Look at that battle group. Look at that battle group. Absolutely. Whoa. I can't really have a look at the formation. Mother's turning around now. Mother's turning around. The first bogs are up. The first hornets are up. Wow, look at all that. Let's have a quick look around. The VLS. The Mark 41 VLS. Oh, absolutely mental. Yep. Are any sticks going to get through? It's not looking likely. This one's done quite well. Yep. PK is high, but wow, look at that. We might get sticks through. It's an old 60s, old slow missile, easy to win. Out comes Phalanx. Phalanx up. It's just a wall of lead, a wall of... Oh, an ESSM. An ESSM got one. Nice. Now remember, the quantity of SM2s is modelled. It is modelled, so eventually those SM2s will run out. It's all about... Oh, will the attack last long enough? Who runs out of missiles first? And that is exactly how it is in real life. Hello, RC, we see you. Oh.
No, you don't.
What are you taking? Are you taking on the drones or the missiles?
I was going to take on the missiles.
Roger.
But, I mean, they've got it handled right now.
Yes, they have. They really have. But remember, those missiles can run out. And will run out at some point. Because they use more than one SM2 per stick. There's 50 sticks. You know what, RC? I don't want to worry you, but the drones... There's some residual drones coming in. They've got getting quite worryingly close, actually. The carrier is turning, look, but she is taking her sweet time making that turn. Look at the list. Look at her list. Amazing. Up you go. Imagine taking off on a carrier listing that much. Okay, here come the wing loons. The drones. They're 4 miles away. Okay, RC. They're on your nose. Well, they're basically exactly below you now, the drones are.
The drones?
Yep, you can see the occasional missile going down to hit them. It'd be nice to have you to come and give them maximum boom boom. It looks like rims are actually attacking them, but go down and help them anyway. It's probably the best use of yourself at the moment. They're going to be hard to spot. I would suggest getting sea level and trying to see them. Look how slow they are. Oh, I can see them. I can see you from them. And what they're trying to do, valued viewers, is they're trying to swarm with AI intelligence to that carrier there and hit the deck. They won't sink the carrier, but they'll kill the people and they'll damage the jets. That's a real thing that could happen, as we've modelled before. Now, with the carrier's improved GG effectiveness, appear to... Okay, here comes RC. Take those last drones down.
Pick them up on the...
Yeah, you'll have to gun them down manually or something. I don't know what you have to do.
Wow, they won't pick up on the...
Strictly a you problem. They should be on the radar because the SM2s are shooting them.
Nope. I was trying to pick them up with force or a vertical scan, but it wouldn't pick anybody up.
Roger. Oh, the Bockhammer fleet's getting attacked. I've missed loads of action. Bockhammer fleets are getting attacked. Massive improvement to the US carrier group in the programming of how they work since we looked at this last, which is just a few months ago. So that's great to see the effectiveness change. I'm trying to work out what on earth's going on here. AGM-65 going for the radar. Look at the AI's intelligence. They're going for the radar to take the sticks out. I didn't even ask them to do that. It'll probably take all of them out, which is stupid how I put them out. So that's my bad. I really didn't think they would do that. That's the radars out of action. That's the sticks out of action. Wow. That's pretty amazing, to be honest. How many left? Oh, they're all used up anyway. They're all used up anyway. And the last ones are still firing. So they'd all been shot. Wow. Mark II of US carrier group is just so friggin' effective. The question is, will they respond by making the Russian and Chinese more effective now? Who knows? Interesting. They don't appear to be tacking. I don't know why, but they don't appear to be tacking. Oh, hello. Wow. You not want to be there, mate. For reasons I don't understand, they are not attacking the boats. Well, they started, but then they stopped. Oh, no, here we go. Here they go. Okay, RC, I have a new mission for you. They've pretty much handled those wing loons. If you head, break, 286 for 5, we're now on the boat. We've destroyed the missile sites. We've destroyed the drones. We're now on the boats. You'll see them pretty easily. Wow, they're being gunned. Oh, that Hornet's getting chewed up. Right. That Hornet got chewed. Drones dealt with. The friggin' rims are coming out now. Rim 66. And Phalanx. Phalanx is coming out for the last drone. Oh, the face. Wow, the effectiveness change is nuts. Here we go. Here we go. Rippled. AGM 65. Mavericks, you do not want to get hit by that. You do not want to get hit by that. 3 of them out. That's going to hurt. Do not want to get hit by that. Atomized. Oh, and guns coming in. Is that you, RC?
No. I'm just coming.
They're gunning them. Oh, here comes RC. RC's doing his RC things.
They're hard to see.
They're hard to see, RC. Wow. It's your old man eyes, I'm afraid. More AGMs out.
Now I'm gunning him. Gotta give him some lead.
You do have to give him loads of lead. It's annoying. RC's out. Unscathed. I'll probably dump them spam rams, to be honest. I've got to use them. Oh, the Hornets are getting chewed up. The AI Hornets are getting chewed to pieces by the Bockhammer fire. That's a problem I didn't expect to see today. Oh, this is going to hurt. Okay. Probably taken about 20 Bockhammers down so far. That's excellent work. In the face. Oh, the missile is as big as the friggin' boat. Each one of those missiles costs a fortune compared to that boat. Not that it matters, but interesting. Look at RC, up he goes.
They're hitting me.
Yes, they are. It's problematic for all of them, to be honest. Oh, that little boat. Oh, no.
As I recall, last time they got close, and then the
boats will shoot them. The boats will shoot them, but you might as well take us, because they did get through almost. You remember? They almost got through.
Yeah, but they got destroyed at the end.
Yeah. Well, you've still got to do your duty. Whoops. Right, what I'll do is I'll just set the camera here now. This is where the action is. Yeah, at this point it is eerily reminiscent of what happened last time.
Yeah.
If they come as a big blob with 80 of them, there's a good chance they could get... Oh, the destroyers, here they come. Here's the friggin' picket line, baby. A flanking Arleigh Burke is not what you want. Now, as we saw in the video, these guys will stand up to Arleigh Burke. That's the Iranians. They'll just stand up to them. And they'll drive into them. And they'll blow themselves up, or they'll use their... Oh, the Arleigh Burke's firing! You were right, Elsie. No, it wasn't. It was AGM-65. Look, it atomizes the boat. They atomize the boat. Because the missile is half the size of the boat. Guns, guns, guns. These evasive maneuvers appear to have been programmed in since last time. Look, last time they didn't do this. I don't have any control over that. But that's pretty clever. Yep. That's the Arleigh Burke firing. Arleigh Burke is in gun range now, and it is going nuts with this 127 Mike. And here's where the big action happens. Just keep strafing them, RC. They're probably more interested in the big boats now anyway than you. Sustaining losses, they're slowing down. This is the one problem with putting them in groups. I probably shouldn't have put them in groups. They slow down as a group, which is a bit stupid, but... That was you. You can tell it's RC because he has his hook down.
Do I?
Yes, you do. That's just how you fly, RC.
Okay.
Be proud of it. Don't be ashamed.
Well,
oh,
I'm gonna land.
air-to-ground phalanx. Or ground-to-ground phalanx. Look at that. Oh, it's just so sexy. We're now merging with picket line. Oh, we're turning into them. Dunsh. Point-blank phalanx. From the destroyer. Arleigh Burke is nuts. He's flying in formation with them. This is amazing. Boom! Look at that baby list. This is something serious. Still shooting at the box. He's now in formation. Arleigh Burke's in formation. His 1-2 mil is going crazy. Seawiz is still shooting. A Seawiz is shooting. Look. And we've overtaken Arleigh Burke. God saw fit to give them 3 more. Boom, in real life, bang! Went right through it and set off the explosive. AGM-65. Look at that. The Seawiz is still firing. Bushmaster's firing. How many are left? I just don't know. Oh, look at that. It's absolutely nuts. Where's this Arleigh Burke? Here he is. That's the Bushmaster there. That's the phalanx there. Get some. It's firing out. Phalanx is firing something over there. Ah, there's some dudes gone completely nuts. Yeah, get some. Vaporized by Seawiz. That's what you get, baby. One Seawiz bullet would probably sink one of those boats. Some oil shipping in the way. Oil shipper, get out of there. Oh my goodness gracious me. This one's gone nuts. Oh. Oh. Atomized. Amazing. Man, I want to be an Arleigh Burke. When I grow up, I desperately want to be an Arleigh Burke. Bogs attacking bogs. Amazing. Oh, the poor old bog hammers are now just trapped in the circle of death. Being attacked from every side. Oh, Seawiz coming in. Hornets coming in. Friggin' AGM-65 coming in. Bushmaster 25 coming in. 127 HE coming in. Friggin' hand grenades. Sharp sticks. Everything's coming in right now. Still not going down by the park. Where is that Seawiz coming from? There it is. It's chasing him. It's giving chase. The Arleigh Burkes are giving chase. Are you still alive, RC?
Yeah, I just landed.
Nice. Look at that Seawiz. Grrr! I'm the Seawiz. Amazing. No amount of circling is going to help you. Oh, the face. There are 2 guys left, RC, and they're not having a good day.
There's still 2 boats.
Yeah, 2 tiny little things about to go. 1 left. They keep getting at
aircraft.
Roger. Yeah, well, they will do. There's 1 guy. I'm going to call him... No, because I'm going to get done. I'm going to call him Jason. Jason! Oh, and Jason's been atomized. Right, that's it. Now, here's a different thing, RC. We've just won it. We've won it purely by tactics. Because last time we ran this with just 100 boats, and they almost won. Why did they almost win? Well, because the US tactics were bad. Poor tactics. You just change those US tactics up a bit with the same defensive power, it's different, and it shows how important naval tactical warfare is. So let's talk about why we did so well. Well, first thing, we just turned the carrier around. All right, that's one thing I've learned from listening to people. It's gone. He's 10 nautical miles out of here and he's heading away, and he is in zero danger, which is great. We formed a picket line with modern destroyers, which just became impenetrable and they didn't even sit still. They turned around and sailed in formation with the bog hammers, just burring all the way and atomizing everything around them. It was absolutely amazing. Also, and this wasn't me that did it, these guys went and destroyed the stick sites. Radar sites. They just went in. I didn't ask them to do that. They just did, which is cool. They also pecked away with their ATM-65s at the thing, which was great. Also, they've changed the code now so that the SM2s can take down the drones. What we found last time in the drone attack, when I put the drones in, was that SM2s couldn't hit them. They just couldn't really hit them. Now, smash them to pieces. Realistic or not? I mean, does anyone in the world even have an answer to that? No idea. But it's interesting. So lots of stuff to take away from that. And even RC got in there and did some killing. He tried to do the drones. Did you manage to find any drones, or were they just couldn't get them?
The drones were gone by the time I got there.
Roger, fair enough. And then he went and just sunk some ships, which was easy pickings by that point because they were just mullered. Yeah, really impressive to show what a US carrier group can do with a proper admiral or whoever the leader of the group is, I don't know, with organising his assets in the right places. Really interesting to see the difference. These guys are all going to finish up. They've finished up now, and then they'll go land, and that's the end of it, RC.
Played out the way I thought it would.
Yeah, actually, you're right. That's scary, RC. Right, I hope you enjoyed that, valued viewers. Let me know your thoughts on the improved game dynamics and what we did here today, and if there's even a way we can spice that up even further. What we can't do is put, a lot of you will come back and say, put 1,000 ships in. I'd love to put 1,000 ships in, but you can't. It just starts crashing the server, and it just gets really boring for me at that point because I spend a whole 2 days just crashing the server and giving up and going to do something else. So is there any other clever stuff we can do to try and beat the US naval group, and we'll go through the cycle again? Otherwise, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.